Hello everybody, today we are gonna take a look at all the move of August that are likely gonna have an impact at the NHL level this coming season. By example, the signing of Carter Yakimchuk to his ELC won't be in this video. Let's start on August 1st. The Los Angeles Kings signed Jordan Spence at a 2-year time $1.5 million. This season he should be an everyday player without debate. He could also be in the top 4 for LA if Brandt Clarke disappoint. It's a low-risk high-reward move. At worst he is a bottom pair at 1.5, at best a top 4D man. Overall it's a great deal for LA. On August 5th, the Colorado Avalanche sign Oliver Kylington to a 1-year times $1.05 million. I really liked his game when he was in Calgary. Yes, he has defensive deficiency, but at worst he is gonna be a healthy scratch. At best he could play as an offensive top 4D man on a bottom pair. Again, really like the move from the team perspective. August 13th. The St. Louis Blues got the Blues 2025 second and the Pittsburgh 2026 fifth. In exchange the Penguins got the St. Louis 2026 second and the Ottawa 2025 third. As itself it's a steal for Pittsburgh because at the time it didn't make sense, but it makes sense because St. Louis needed their pick to Offersheet Dylan Holloway for 2-year at around $2.3 million and Philip Broberg for 2-year at around $4.5 million. Those move place the Oilers around $8 million over the cap. And put them in a hard spot not only for this year but also next year with Leon Draisaitl and Evan Bouchard in need of an extension. But they had 7 days to match the offer. On that same day, the Nashville Predators traded Cody Glass with the Minnesota 2025 third and the Nashville 2026 sixth for Jordan Frasca. A simple cap dump from Nashville to complete my off-season review. For Pittsburgh it's really good they get 2 pick for a guy who could be a third-line center. At worst nothing, but they got the pick. The win goes to Pittsburgh. On August 18th the Edmonton Oilers got Vasily Podkolzin from Vancouver for the Ottawa 2025 fourth. Really like the move for the Oilers. They get a former top 10 pick to a fresh start for only a fourth. For Vancouver it hurt, but it make room for somebody else. On that day Edmonton also traded away Cody Ceci and a third to San Jose for Ty Emberson. Edmonton got cap space and a Ceci replacement at a way lower cap hit. For San Jose they get the better player and a pick. I call it a fair deal. On August 19th, the Montreal Canadiens make a massive splash and got Patrick Lane and a 2026 second for Jordan Harris. It's a massive steal for Montreal. Just Harris for Lane seem like a steal, but they got a second in bonus. Basically for Montreal at best they got a 40-goal player for almost nothing. At worst they traded a young defenseman for a second if Lane plays so bad that he is not even tradable next season. For Columbus, on the positive side they have cap space and they have a nice young player. But the problem is that they didn't have any leverage. Lane has a cap hit of 8.7, he is injury prone, he wanted out, there is rumors of attitude issues and he is one-dimensional. Basically Montreal was the only team that wanted him, and could get him. So it's a massive win for Montreal. My only question is what is Martin St. Louis is gonna do on the power play with Caulfield and Lane. On August 20th the last day to match the offer sheet has come. And Edmonton hasn't matched the offer sheet on Broberg and Holloway. So they receive a second and a third. Of course it hurt to lose 2 first-round picks, but they were not going to be the central part of their Stanley Cup push. The Blues also trade to the Oilers a 2028 third and Paul Fisher a 5th-round pick from the 2023 draft. Likely in sort of good term agreement. So, after this saga the Edmonton lose Cody Ceci, Philip Broberg, Dylan Holloway, and some pick but get Ty Emberson, Vasily Podkolzin, some pick and cap space. Yes, they are a bit worse but nothing major. On that same day the Seattle Kraken signed Matthew Beniers to a 7-year times $7,142,857. There is a bit of risk considering he was only around half a point per game last season. But he is also only 21-year-old, so in all likelihood it's gonna become a massive steal. On August 21st, the Columbus Blue Jackets signed Cole Sillinger to a 2-year at $2,250 million. I think it's a steal. Last season he was at a little under a point per game while playing for the terrible Blue Jackets. This season he is gonna start as the third-line center and will end up the second-line center when Monahan is gonna get injured. I bet that it's gonna be his breakout season. On August 22nd, the Jets finally traded Ruger McCrory. They trade him to Pittsburgh for Braden Yeager. It's a win-win trade. Pittsburgh got likely the best prospect but surely the most ready one. And Winnipeg is able from a tough spot to downgrade just little in quality of prospect. So, with context, both teams should be happy, but in reality Pittsburgh win. Finally, on August 23rd, the San Jose Sharks acquired Yaroslav Askarov, Nolan Burke, and a 2025 third-round pick from the Nashville Predators for Magnus Krona, David Edstrom, and a 2025 first-round pick of Vegas. This trade is funny because in terms of value it's pretty fair, maybe a little in favor of San Jose. But, I think that San Jose got a steal because they now have one of the top goalies prospect who is NHL ready and show sign of star potential. Even if goalies are so random. For Nashville, they get assets that could be flipped really easily at the deadline. So it's a fairish deal in favor of the Sharks. That's it for this video. Hopes you pass a good time. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. If you have anything to say, you are welcome in the comments section down below.